go. All right. Okay, cat has to go away. So, welcome everybody. At the end of this, I'd like to turn you all on, and if anybody has any questions or comments or something you want to share, I'd love to hear it, because you know when I'm doing this, I don't get any feedback. Like normally we're in a class and I can look at you and see what we're doing and see how you're doing, and I can't do that right now. I am going to ask you all to really take care of yourselves. Do what you need to do. Like suppose I do something where I do some pose several times and that doesn't feel good to you, so you only do it once. Or I do something where I'm taking it further than you would, and you go, no, that's not right for me. Or maybe something kind of hurts and you just don't want to do it at all. Or on the other hand, it could be that you want to take something a little further than I do. And you know, it's your practice, you can do that. So it's just really important for you to take good care of yourself. And a couple of things. I sent out a waiver for anybody who isn't in a position, doesn't want to give a donation or isn't able to. And you can sign it. And my friend Elena says that there's a way to do it where you can just sign it and send it back to me if you have that kind of technology, technological know-how, or you could just mail it to me or scan it or anything. Another option for, this is what my insurance company said for liability. Another option is that you can just sign up with Willow Street, and they already have the waiver within it, and you can pay nothing or something, whatever works for you. You get to see other students too, there's like other classes you could take too if you sign up there. It's www.willowstreetyoga.com. So you're welcome to do that. And yeah, this has been a day where I've been like going, oh no, I've got to teach this class about how to calm your nervous system, and my nervous system isn't calm enough. And so it's finally coming to me that maybe we can all calm our nervous system with this practice, and I don't have to already have it together to do that. I am suggesting that you have a blanket. You notice I'm sitting on a blanket, and especially if your knees are kind of like this, then you'd be better off sitting on more blankets, or a chair is fine too. Or you can even also stretch your legs out, because it's kind of hard on your knees to you want them to be even with your hips or lower, okay? And then it's good to have a block, or if you don't have a block, maybe you could find some books to be like your block. And a strap, it could be a belt, it could be a bathrobe belt, or you know, anything you have around that, or a scarf, anything you have that could be long like that could be helpful too. So hope you can get those things if you can, and if you can't, I will give some cues for not, you know, for if you don't have any of the props. So what do you say we do some yoga? Take your thighs back and sit forward a little bit and spread your sit bones, and then come back up to a good seat. Root down with your sit bones as you stretch up, and if it feels okay to close your eyes, you can close your eyes or look down, and make yourself tall. Bring your hands to your heart, then Anjali Mudra, palms touching at your heart. like to invite you to make an intention for the class. Maybe it could be a broader intention for this whole time or for your life. The intention is, for me, is going to be practicing self-compassion. You know, if I mess up, or if I didn't do something I wish I did, or that, rather than beating myself up, to give myself some compassion, like, it's okay, sweetheart, hand for my heart, it's okay. I'm here, and I like you anyway. So whatever you'd like your intention to be, it could be to bring more joy into yourself, and more self-acceptance, or to drop some stress, or to have some fun. They're all good. And if there's a person or people you know, or maybe we could say for all the people who are suffering or scared or sick at this time, to dedicate our practice to them. We dedicate our practice to whoever needs it now. Needs some good energy. And let your head come down to your heart. And honor that place within you that got you here to yoga today, and doing all the good things you're doing for yourself. And then slowly bring your head up to neutral. Take in a deep breath, and we'll draw the class together. Even though we can't hear each other, we'll draw the class together with the sound of Om. Breathe in. Om. Bring your hands down. Place your fingers in spider fingers. Press down to make yourself taller. Softly open your eyes. So I'd like to, in case you haven't seen it, you probably have, but in case you haven't, if you've seen it, it's good practice. There is a process that is going around that some healthcare workers in hospitals in England have done, and it seems like it makes a lot of sense. I have a friend who I consider my health guru, who's a biologist, and she said, this makes sense. And it is to breathe in for 5, you breathe in for 5 deep, deep breaths and hold for 5 after each breath. And then you make a cough. And then you do that a second time. And then you can lie down if you need this, you can lie down on your front and just for 10 minutes, just breathe a little deeper than usual. This is a process that is good. Anecdotally, there's no like official research that shows that it's true, but it seems to have been helping to with people. If you know anybody who has the virus, this is helpful. And the point of it is that, you know, much of our breath is happening in the back body. And those of us, if people are lying on their back when they're sick with this, that's not good, because the little capillaries and alveoli in the lungs are being stopped from getting the full breath. And what you need at this time is full breath, because people who don't get that full breath, who are lying on their back for long periods of time, are more likely to get pneumonia. So, this is something that we can all do even if we're not sick, and because it's a lot like our yogic breathing. So let's practice it. I'm going to take you through with 5 breaths, and then holding after each one, holding in for 5 seconds. So breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. Deep breath. Inhale. Deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, deep breath. Inhale, deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, deep breath. Inhale, deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. One more. Inhale, deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. And number 6 is a cough. You would cough into something. And then do it again. If you do have the virus, or if somebody has the virus, this is not something they'd want to do when other people are around, because all that breathing could put it into the air. So you do it by yourself. Okay, so let's just do that breath one more time with your eyes closed. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 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 And open your eyes. Okay, so let's stretch out our legs, spread your toes, and bring your right foot up. Now I'm going to do something with you that's a little different than those of you that are usually with me. We always do feet, and this is going to be in a little different way. So the first thing that we can do is take the heel of your hand and press it up the heel and all the way up to your toes. So pressing hard up the heel of your foot to the heel of all the way up to your toes. Hard. Then take your fingers and you're going to make a reverse C right along where the arch is. So you come across the ball of the foot and down the outside of the foot and over. So one more time, up the ball of the foot across to the little toe area, down the side and back. One more time, up, across, and down. And then pinch the outside of your foot. Just take your pinchers and pinch the outside of your foot all up and down. And then especially at the right by the big toe, there might be a sore place. For some people, there's a sore place there. And you press it really strong. Okay. Let's see what comes next. Yeah, so then you spread out your toes, the big toe and the little toe. This is especially helpful if you tend to have a big toe that's moving in. You stretch it out and wiggle it. And then you take the second and the fourth toe, stretch it out and wiggle it. And then you go to the middle, that toe in the middle, and just wiggle it back and forth all around. Then take your big toe and press it down, forward and down. The second toe, same thing. Press it down. The third toe, press it down. Fourth toe, down. Fifth toe, down. And then bring your toes back. And each toe comes back towards you now. Yeah. And then just kind of take your thumbs and smoosh all around your foot. That's something we usually do. And then run your hand up the outside of your shin. So the only pants I have that are light, which I need light pants for you guys, are these wide-legged ones. So you get to get a little extra leg action here for me. Yeah. And then just start banging it, banging it, banging it, banging it all up and down the calf and the shin and all over. And then stretch it out. And just stop for a moment and see if you can feel any difference between the two sides of your body. Yeah, you might feel it in your foot and maybe going up your leg and maybe even further up. Okay, other side. So the heel of the hand goes up from the heel all the way up to the toes. Press it down all the way up. All right, and then the backward C, actually this is kind of a frontward C. You take your hand across the ball of the foot, down the outside and over, all around that arch, across, down and over, across, down and over. And then you start pinching the outside of your foot all the way up and down. And then see if you can find that little place below the baby toe. That's like kind of an indent place, and press it really hard. Then push each toe down. You press the big toe down and the second toe down. See if you can, I just noticed that I kind of went into slumpasana there, so you too, be sure to stretch tall while you do this. And down, and down, and then back. Take the big toe toward the top of the foot, and the next toe, and the next toe, and the next toe, and the last toe. Then smoosh all around with your thumbs, still sitting up nice and tall. Then run your hand outside of your shin bone, maybe both sides, it wouldn't hurt. And bang your calves and your shins, bang your legs. And then stretch out, spread your toes. Yeah. And just take a moment to feel what you did. Now, if it feels okay to come into a Sukhasana, easy seat, we call it, put your left leg forward and your right leg is behind. And we're going to be doing a lot of twists today, because I think that twists are going to be really helpful in cleaning out our systems. You know, like all that stress can create some stuff. I don't know, maybe I don't think I'm the only one having some stress. You too, right? So to clean that out, it's kind of like a washcloth that you might rinse out a dirty washcloth by just twisting it out, right? So we're going to be doing that some with different kinds of twists. I recommend that at the end of class you drink a lot of water to just flush out any of those toxins that have been released. So take your right hand behind you and your left hand on your right knee. And here's the thing with these twists. You notice how if you start to pull on your on that right knee, that the left sit bone wants to unhinge. It wants to lift up and go forward. So you want to keep it back. You want to keep your sit bones even. And another thing that's really important is to, as you inhale, you stretch up tall. And as you exhale, you keep your sit bone in place, but that's when the turn comes. That's when the twist is. Inhale and stretch, exhale and twist. Inhale and stretch, exhale and twist, and then just look back over your shoulder. Your sit bones stay even. Your left hand can be helping you with the twist. All right, then come on back and just feel what that did to your body. I bet you the other side is just kind of wishing for its turn. So switch your feet. Now you've got your left in front, and take your right hand over toward the left. Now you have the right in front, sorry. And now you have your right hand on the left knee. The fingers of the left hand are behind you. The sit bones stay in place. Inhale, stretch tall, and exhale. Keep the sit bones in place as you begin to twist. Inhale, stretch, exhale, and twist some more. Inhale and stretch some more. Exhale and twist. Look back over your shoulder. Keep the sit bones in place. Press down strongly with that hand and spider finger that's behind you. Breathe. And inhale and come back. Yeah. Okay, let's just stretch the arms up both our heads. And then exhale like we're pressing through Jello. Okay, so lie down on your back. And as you lie down on your back, bring your feet as wide as your mat is, a little wider than your hips. Now, take your right knee toward the left foot. The left knee stays up toward the sky. And then stretch your right arm up behind you. Get down here a little bit so you can see me better. Right. And get a big long stretch from the tip of your fingers all the way down to the tip of your toes. I mean, tip of your knee, really. And then inhale, come back. Feel what that did. Keep your right knee up to the sky now, and you take your left one down. You take the left arm up behind you, and get a big stretch from the tip of your fingers to the tip of your knee, all across the side of your body. And enjoy that. Then inhale back and bring your left ankle onto your right knee. And here's the thing, you might be able to bring your foot up. Maybe just this much is enough of a stretch for you. But if you can bring the foot up, you can, you do, and maybe you get a strap if you need to, or you can just hold on and draw that right knee in closer to your chest. Keep kind of pressing the sits bones down toward the floor. So as you inhale, draw the right knee in, the one that you're holding, and as you exhale, take the left knee, the one that has the ankle on the other knee, away. So inhale, one knee forward, and exhale the other one away. Then stretch out with your arms and take
keep your ankle right on that knee and take the leg down toward your right. Look off to the left and enjoy the twist. Spread your toes. Make your arms strong. Inhale, come back up. Put your feet on the mat and bring the left foot up. The left ankle is on the right knee, and up you come. You might hold on to the leg or hold on to a strap, or if that's not possible, it's probably a good stretch for you just having the ankle on the knee. And then, yeah, draw that, the knee that you're holding, draw it in, and the knee that you're not holding, take it out. Inhale, draw the knee in, and exhale, take the other one out. Then remove your hands, stretch out your arms, and take that foot down toward the floor as you look off in another direction. Enjoy. Inhale, come back up. Remove your feet, your ankle from the knee, and stretch out. Take your arms to your sides and then stretch up over. You can really put your feet up against an imaginary wall and stretch your arms long. So big, big, long stretch. Then get your strap. I should have told you to keep it close by, sorry. So get your strap, and if you don't have a strap, I'll show you what to do. But if you do have a strap, put it around your right leg and press down with the left thigh. You might be here or here, and if you don't have a strap, you might be just holding your leg however far up it wants to come, okay? So press down strongly with the thigh that's on the floor, and hold on. You have both arms straight, both of your elbows are straight. Press the strap into your foot, the foot into the strap, and then take both straps into your right hand and take the leg down to the right as you look off to the left. You'll notice that your left hip wants to come up. Don't let it. Press that left hip down. And breathe. Inhale, come back up. And exhale as you stretch out. Yeah, so have the strap. Let's have the strap like right below the ball of the foot, or right near the ball of the foot today. And press down strongly with the leg that's on the floor. Take that thigh down toward the floor more, so you get a little bit of a curve in your low back. Hold on to both straps with your left hand and take the leg down to your left. See how that hip wants to come up? I've got to bring it back down. Look off in the other direction from the leg, and then inhale, come back up, and exhale and take it down. Both legs straight, look off in the opposite direction, and breathe. Inhale, come back, and remove your strap. So I'm going to do the supine walking, which is this wonderful, wonderful stretch that comes from Belgian Price and from something called Flexaware. And if you can put a blanket at your head, that would probably be more comfortable. And so you take the leg back as far as it'll go. And I've got a little something in the way here, but hopefully you don't. And the top hand goes forward. Then you bring the leg forward and heel and toe stays on the floor. The hand comes across the body and out. And exhale as you look off in the opposite direction from your leg. Then keeping the hand on the floor and across your body, you're not doing this. You see, you're coming across your body like that. You can stretch back out with the top hand way forward and the top leg way back. And one more time, you can stretch in the other direction. It's a really nice stretch for your whole body. At least once we do both sides. And come back up. Other side. So you stretch the top leg way back and the top hand way forward. And then you bring that top leg forward, heel and toe on the floor. Notice that my hand is coming across the body and I look off in the opposite direction. The bottom leg can stay bent. The knee can stay bent. It makes it easier for the top leg to make its way and stretch. And take it the other way. And come on back and just take a moment. You can just lie on your back for a moment. Feel what that did. Yeah, I feel stretched out. Hope you do. Then come on over and come up to a seat. And from there, make it up to table pose on your hands and knees. And your hands are a little in front of your shoulders and your knees a little bit behind your hips. Yeah, as you exhale, you can have your toes under. As you exhale, take your hip way off to the left, back toward child. Inhale, forward. Exhale, your hips way off to the right and back towards your heels and forward, up the left. Then try this, stretch your arms forward and come down. You can come into a puppy dog pose maybe, or all the way back to child if you prefer, if that's comfortable for you. And get a big long stretch from the tips of your fingers all the way down to your sit bones. Now come back up and take your left foot way over to the right and look over your right shoulder at that foot. Say hello. Hello. And then the other side, take your right foot way over to the left and reach through the back heel and say hello. Come on back. Now, bring your left foot forward. And if you have a block, you could put a block on the right side. And if you don't, you could just put your hand or just reach down. Bring your right knee forward. I very rarely ask you to put your knee in front of your toes, but this is one. And then you reach up with your arms, opening your heart. All of this heart opening and even that little stretch with the back are all about opening up our chest from the front and the back for better breathing. Very good for the immune system. So bring your right elbow over the left knee.
You want to keep the knee right above the ankle now. And put your hands, I better turn around so you can see better. Put your hands together in Anjali Mudra, palms touching. And just enjoy a nice twist here. Yeah, press the hands together strongly and that can help you with the twist. But even here, you want to inhale and stretch long and exhale and twist. You never want your twist to be scrunchy. That's why you always stretch with your inhale. And then come on back. You can lift up your arms one more time. And bring your hands down. Come back into your table. And bring your right foot forward. Stretch up as you take your knee and way forward. Yeah, you should be getting a good stretch in the front of your thigh, the back thigh. And then come back, put your elbow on your knee and bring your hands together. Press those hands strongly together. Inhale as you stretch and then press the hands strongly together as you exhale. One more time. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale. Bring your hands in front of you. Keep that foot where it is and bring the other foot to meet it. Now you can bend your knees if you need to get there. And we'll all bend our knees and stretch forward. Yeah. Chair pose. And inhale, stretch up. Open your heart and face me. Okay, so get your shoulders up and back a little bit. Bring your hands to your heart and make some fists and just beat your heart. Because one of the things we want to do is just open our hearts with compassion to ourselves, other people. Yeah, give ourselves some slack and everybody else too. In fact, there's a practice from Kristen Ness that goes like this. Anytime you're feeling off, anytime you start to hear that critical voice, and just go and just stop for a moment, and that's number one, is recognize it and just say, oh, there's some suffering going on. And then number two is just to recognize that suffering is a part of life. And number three is hands to your heart, or you can imagine your hands to your heart, and give yourself some kindness. Okay, I'm still here for you. I love you anyway. It's okay. Okay, so, all right, so here's the thing. Just take your feet off to the one side and the other. Back and forth. Back and forth. Yeah. Yeah, so you go off to the sides of your feet, one way and the other. And then bring your feet forward. So you're coming forward to the ball of your foot and back to the heels. So forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. And then see if you can find, just come back to neutral and see if you can find your center. The way we think about it in yoga is pressing down evenly through the inner heel, down to the baby toe, down to the big toe, and the outer heel. So pressing down, feeling ourselves grounded. I think, I don't know, but I need some grounding at this time with what's going on. And maybe you do too. I think even walking outside in the grass and getting your feet on the earth is another really good way to get ourselves feeling that connection to the earth. That we're here and we're okay. Yeah, so we're going to do a salutation to a salutation to the moon. I hope you saw the moon on the 7th. I think that was Tuesday. It was a super moon. It was amazing. It was awesome. And now the moon is waning. And it's getting a little smaller, appearing to be a little smaller every day. So just bring your arms over to the left, stretch it out, And the moon will get smaller and smaller and smaller in its appearance in the sky until on April 22nd, we're going to have the new moon. So let your palms face down to the earth. Your knees are bent and your head is coming way forward, hips way back. And this represents the new moon, a new cycle. And then the moon will start to wax and it comes up, getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until on May 7th, we have the flower moon, aptly named. And then exhale and take it down. Shoulders up and back. Okay. All righty. Yeah, so stretch out your arms. And as you exhale, now you're going to twist, but notice how this hip wants to come forward like that. Don't do that. So let the hips stay in place as you look off to your right. And then inhale back, hips stay in place as you look off to the left. Keep your feet grounded. Off to the right, feet are pressing down, arms are nice and straight, and back. All right, and then just lift up one heel and another, and just go back and forth like a rag doll. All right, now take your feet wide and bend the front knee. The back leg is straight and the front knee is in the direction of being parallel to the floor. It might be up here, but whatever you do, look at it and make sure it's not going forward of your ankle. So you want to stay nice and safe. The back hand, this back leg may have a tendency to come forward, so just bring it back. Put your hand on your thigh and take it up and over into a beautiful, peaceful warrior. I love this pose. Breathe. Keep pressing down strongly with your feet. And then straighten up your arm so you bend the elbow and bring the other arm in line with your ear. This is the lateral ankle pose. Breathe into that. Back hand comes onto your leg. Look at your palm and take it up again. Press down with your feet. Stretch tall. Exhale, bring the elbow back down. Inhale, and then exhale, your arm in line with your ear. Or maybe it's here, wherever you can get it is good. Inhale, come back up. Bring your feet parallel. Reach up with your right arm and keeping your back flat. Bring your right hand over toward that left leg. Lift your left shoulder and stretch up. You might want to look up at that hand. If not, you can look straight ahead or down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, take your left hand over toward the right. Lift up that right arm and keep your hips even. Inhale, come back. Step back and shake it out. Yeah, and you can take your arms to one side and the other, lifting up one heel and then the other. Okay, stretch out and turn your right foot in, your left foot out, and bend the front knee. Take it to warrior two. Make your arms really strong. Press down strongly with those grounded feet. Then inhale and stretch up. Reach up, 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 and over your toes
as you bring your hand down for triangle pose onto that left leg. And then you can stretch up that right arm. Don't go down as far as you can. So take it as far as feels right for you, but so that you can still open your heart. Reach up, press down with those feet. And then inhale and back up we come. Bring your feet so that they're diagonal and come into a squat. Maybe you're here, maybe you're here. And take it from side to side. And maybe a little bit of a twist. Yeah, taking one shoulder down toward the floor and then the other. Come back up and turn the other way. Bend the front knee and take it to warrior two. Back leg is straight, front knee is right above the ankle. And straighten up that front leg. Reach up and down. Reach up with your left arm. Make sure as you do this that you press down strongly with the ball of that front foot so that you don't hyperextend your knee. Arms are strong, legs are strong, and the feet are planted. Inhale, come back up. Bring your feet parallel and step it back. You can lift up one heel and then the other, and then stretch out your arms and take it back, keeping your hips even. Yeah, you just twist on back. Inhale, stretch tall. Exhale and twist the other way, keeping your hips even. Inhale, come back. And bring your hands onto your hips. So you get to step, you're going to step back with your left foot and forward with the right. As you exhale, take your heart towards your foot, not your head, but your heart. Parsvottanasana. Press down through the four corners of your forward foot, inner heel, mounted baby toe, mounted the big toe, outer heel. And then inhale and come back up. Reach your left arm and bring it onto your right leg. Lift up the right shoulder and stretch up into a, it's called a revolved triangle pose. Press down through your legs, press down to the ball of the front foot, and then inhale back. Bring your feet parallel again. Maybe some little goosey things. And then turn the other way. Hands on your hips. The back foot is facing kind of forward. The front foot is perpendicular to the end of the mat. As you exhale, let your heart reach toward the foot, front foot. Keep pressing down with the ball of that front foot to keep a softness to your knee. Parsvottanasana. And inhale back. I'm just going to turn so that you can see me better. And reach up, up, up with your, the arm that's the opposite of the leg. And reach over. So it's a twist, isn't it? Called the revolved triangle pose. Press down strongly with your front foot. And breathe.
Inhale, come back up. Bring your feet together. Shake it out. Shoulders up and back. And reach up, opening your heart as you press down with your feet. Then bring it back down. Find your blanket. And have a seat. Another sitting. So you can take your thighs back a little bit. Yeah. And then bring up your right foot. Take your left hand around that knee and take the right hand back behind you. As you inhale, stretch really tall. Spread your toes. Reach down through both of your sit bones. And as you exhale, keep those sit bones in place as you begin to twist. Inhale, stretch really tall. Press down with that back hand. Exhale and twist a little more. Reach out to the extended foot. Inhale, stretch really tall. Exhale, and finally twist and look back over your shoulder. Keep both feet engaged. Just imagine that you're just cleaning out any stress, any ways you've been holding yourself too much, holding muscles that shouldn't be held. Just imagine that all draining out of your body. And then inhale, come on back. Notice what that did. Okay. Then bring up your left leg. Put your right hand around it. The back hand is behind you in spider fingers. Pressing down with the tips of your fingers. Inhale, stretch tall. Spread the toes. Exhale and begin to twist. Keep that right sit bone in its place. Inhale, stretch tall again. Exhale and twist. Inhale, stretch up, up, up. Exhale, twist and look back over your shoulder. Breathe. And then inhale back. Stretch your arms up over your head and press it down. Okay. Lie down on your back. And if you want to put your blanket, if you have a blanket, you want to spread it out to make it nice and comfy and cozy. That's fine. That's a good thing. And stretch your arms out to the side. Inhale and draw your knees up towards your chest. And then exhale and take the knees down towards your opposite armpit as you look back behind you. See if you can keep the knees together. And then inhale, come back up. And exhale and take the knees down in the opposite direction and look away from them. Draw the knees up towards your armpit and then inhale back. You can take a big long stretch. And then you might enjoy bringing your feet up toward the sky and holding on to your ankles or your feet or your calves, wherever you can hold on, and be the happy baby. Just take yourself side to side and get a nice massage on your back. And then begin to prepare for Shavasana. You can lie down on your back. If you want to have something under your knees, you could do that. If you want to put the blanket over you, you could do that. So whatever would feel good. And with each exhalation, let your body relax a little further into the mat. Bring your awareness to your scalp and forehead and release, relax, and let them go. Relax the space between your eyebrows and let your eyes go deep into the sockets. Relax the muscles of your face. Relax the roof of your mouth and the root of your tongue. Relax the jaw so the teeth come a little further apart, even as the mouth stays closed. Relax the throat and the neck. Relax the shoulders, the upper back and the mid back, the low back, and the buttocks. Relax the upper arms and the elbows, the lower arms, wrists, thumbs, fingers, palms, and backs of the hand. Relax the chest and belly, the sides of the body and the hips. Relax the pelvic floor and the thighs. Relax the knees and the lower legs. Relax the ankles, tops of the feet, toes, heels, and soles. Now let a wave of relaxation come down through your body so that you're letting go more and more and more. Bring your awareness to the tip of your nose and feel the cool air as you breathe in and the warm air as you breathe out. Just stay with your breath. Now bring your awareness to someone who makes you smile. It could be just someone you just feel really good about. It just makes you smile. It could even be a pet because they can be less complicated. But someone who makes you smile. And as you think about that being, let's send them a wish. May you be safe. May you be peaceful. May you be healthy. May you have ease and well-being. And then see if you can bring it to you and that being. To may we be safe. May we be peaceful. May we be healthy. May we have ease and well-being. And finally, bring it to yourself. May I be safe. May I be peaceful. May I be healthy. May I have ease and well-being. Stay with that for a bit. Begin to move your fingers and your toes. Maybe make some circles with your wrists and your ankles. Maybe take your head from side to side. And then do stretch your arms up over your head and back behind you. Get a big full body stretch. Then draw your knees up close to your chest. And give yourself a hug of appreciation and gratitude for giving yourself the gift of yoga. In your own good time, you can roll over onto your side and bring yourself up to a seat. Tara Bennett Goldman uses the metaphor of alchemy to symbolize the spiritual and emotional transformation that's possible when we embrace our pain with caring concern. When we give ourselves compassion, the tight knot of negative self-judgment starts to dissolve, replaced by a feeling of peaceful, connected acceptance, a sparkling diamond that emerges from the coal. Got that from Krista Neff too. Sparkling diamond from the coal. Let's bring our hands together in Anjali Mudra. And close the class with the sound of Om. Take in a deep breath. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace for all of us. Namaste.